All right, good morning, team. Friday morning, and we're back in. So we're going to be down on the floor for this workout. It's a core workout, so you just need some mat space. If you've got a dumbbell or some sort of weight handy, it might be worth getting that. I'm not sure if we're going to use it or not, but I'm going to pop that there just in case we do. All right, we're going to go down from mobility warm-up, then we're going to get into some ab exercises. So let's take it down onto the floor and let's get ready to work. Team, are we into box shape? All right, find that position. Give you a moment just to settle down into that position and just bring your awareness to how you're holding your body. Shoulder blades down, neck nice and long, hips over knees. Good. Right, take it into a cat-cow then, rounding and arching the length of the spine from a cat to a cow. A few quick stretches here, perhaps allowing your breathing to time that movement. Breathing in as you arch one way, and breathing out as you round that spine the other way. Good. All right, take it back to neutral. And then let's go into a little bit of side flexion. So from there, we're just going to turn around to face behind yourself. So allowing the spine to flex laterally there as you look around past the shoulder, through past the ankles. And just allow yourself to play around with that a little bit. Feel that stretch down the side. You can hold it for a moment if you want to. Just bringing that little bit of lateral flexion. Perhaps you can feel the stretch through the shoulder or just under the arm or through the rib cage. See if you can gently stretch into where you feel that tension. Good. All right, and then bring that back to neutral as well. Reset the shoulders. Can you tuck the toes underneath and lift that up into a downward facing dog? So allow the hips just to lift. And you can just do whatever movement is available to you just now. You might not be able to strengthen the legs just now. Lengthen the legs just now. So perhaps a little bend of the knees. And again, just have a little play around with that. See where you feel the tightness. See if you can gently ease into that. Whether you're flexing at the knees or perhaps you're paddling out the legs. Allowing those hips just to lift. Allowing the arms to lengthen. So just loosening ourselves off, just easing ourselves into this, and then perhaps allow both heels to settle down towards the floor as you lengthen those arms. So perhaps feeling a little bit of tightness through the back of the legs, just gently allowing that to loosen off. And then can we bring the hips down and take it forwards into a plank position, so into a high plank position. Hands below shoulders, lengthened those legs. And then we're going to allow everything to drop down towards the floor, take it down onto the forearms, allow the hips to drop to the floor, and then lift the chest up and take it into something like a Sphinx pose. Looking forwards, bring that extension through the back, and allow the shoulders to settle back and down. So actively pulling those shoulders down and breathing into that position. Allow the legs to lengthen behind you. Feel that extension of the spine. Good. Okay, from there, see if you can lift those hips back up and then take it back into child's pose. So allow the hands to slide back as you drop the hips back over the heels, lengthening the arms forwards. Good, and then bring yourself back up onto the knees, back up onto the hands, tuck the toes underneath, and push back up into that downward facing dog. And once again, just paddle out the legs. Allow the hips to lift a little bit higher than they did before. Good, and then allow the heels to drop down towards the floor. Bring that stretch into the Achilles. Good. All right, from there, take the right foot. See if you can lift that foot and extend the leg away. So extend that leg into that three-legged dog. And then with that right leg, can you sweep that knee through? But this time, bring the knee through the hands and place the knee down on the floor and allow the hips to lower so you come into that pigeon stretch. You brought the knee up through in between the hands and you allowed that leg just to lie on its side on the floor there as you gently drop down to the hip into that pigeon pose. That back leg is lengthened along the floor. You can even prop yourself up onto your fingertips and allow the chest to face forwards And again, just have a little play with that. See if you can find the position that gets the best stretch through that hip and gently release into that stretch. Again, shoulder blades back and down. Back leg lengthened along the floor. See how lengthening that back leg increases that stretch. So we're looking for that stretch through that hip. Okay, you might like to stay there for a little bit longer, or you might like to take the forearms and place them down onto the floor. So bring that body down a little bit lower by placing the forearms onto the floor. And again, you're looking for that stretch through the hip. It's a gentle stretch, so you're not forcing yourself into these positions. Aware of tightness, aware of tension, and taking it to that point of stretch. Okay, you can then make your way back up onto your hands, tuck the toes on the back foot, and then send that leg all the way back into that extended position before touching down, back into your downward facing dog. Refind your alignment then, so arms lengthened, hips high, long through the legs. Take your left leg, kick that out long. Feel that length to the leg, length to the arms, and then sweep that knee all the way through, in between the hands, placing that hip down towards the floor, lengthening the back leg, feeling that stretch now in this hip. If you're on the same side as me here, you've got that left knee brought forwards. You can push up onto the fingertips if you like, shining the chest forwards, shoulder blades down. Good. And again, just play around with that position so you feel that stretch. And see if you can breathe into that. And if you like, you can take the forearms, take them down to the floor. Good. Again, re-lengthening that back leg as best you can. Nice. I always find this stretch that gets to that point of tightness really quickly. So you might be able to feel that tightness in the hip and gently into it. It's a good one for identifying that tightness in the glutes. Pushing back up onto the hands, put the toes on the back foot, send that leg backwards into that three-legged dog. And then that foot comes down, drop the knees down to the floor, back to box shape. All right, let's take the right foot now and step it forwards into kneeling. Refind your alignment here, gently push up into that kneeling position and reaching the arms up into that kneeling crescent lunge, reaching up high towards the ceiling, bringing that openness now through the hip flexor. Good, circle the arms around, place the left hand on the floor and reach up high. So if you've got your right foot forwards, reaching up high with that right arm, bringing that rotation and openness through the torso. Feels good. Nice, right, place that hand down outside the foot, tuck the toes on the back foot and lift the knee into that long lunge or sprinter-like position. Good. Right. From there, let's see if we can allow that back leg just to roll over to the side, and then we're going to kind of windmill the arms as they circle round and press up into that warrior two position. So see if you can get yourself up, even if it's in a slightly different way. So bringing yourself up into that warrior two position, lengthened arms through to the fingertips, bringing the body down low through bending that front leg. See if you can now feel some strength through those legs. So shuffle the feet around if you need to. Find that grounding through the feet that are flat on the floor. Take that front arm, so if you're with me, it's that right arm, and reach that up high, allowing the back arm just to rest on the length of the leg. Reaching up high, getting that flexion through the side. Breathe. Good. Take the arms back to horizontal now. Reach everything forwards, reaching through to the fingertips. Taking the torso in line with the back leg. And that back arm now reaches up high. Front arm props on the knee if you need it to. There. You could hold that arm where it is and allow that other arm to reach down towards the floor if you like. Just if you want to, just if that's open to you. Good, and then bring it all back to the horizontal. Refind your warrior two. Good. Straighten that front leg there. Good, and then we're just going to pivot round, refine that lunge position, bring the hands back to the floor, send that leg back into a high plank, and then allow the knees to drop down and you're back into box shape. Okay, easy as that. Reset your alignment, shoulders down. Good, left foot now comes up into that kneeling position. Good, so shuffle your alignment round, you're going to push up into that hip flexor stretch. There it is, so hip flexor stretch. Reach up high with the arms. Breathe into that openness. And from there, circling the arms around, right hand on the floor, left arm reaches up into that openness through the chest. Good, so using that to open out through the chest and shoulder. Expanding that rotation through the spine, expanding that capacity of the lungs. Sweep that arm back down, place it on the floor, tuck the toes on the back foot and lift into that long sprinter stance. Good, so feel that length through both of the legs there. So from there, we're going to allow that back foot just to roll over onto its side, and then we're going to windmill the arms around and push up into that warrior two position. Lengthening that back leg. Bringing the body down low so it's stable, feet grounded on the floor. Nice, and then we've got our two stretches from here. That right arm is going to reach up high, allowing the back hand to rest on the leg. Opening up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. If you're outside, you can turn your vision to look up towards your ceiling or towards that blue sky above you. Bring it back to the horizontal. Reach everything forward, so fingertips reach forward, torso comes in line with the back leg, and then reaching high with that back arm. Okay, so again, you could hold this position, allowing yourself to just prop up or support yourself gently on the knee, or you could extend that by reaching down towards the floor. Again, not forcing yourself into these positions, but just easing yourself to that point of stretch. And perhaps allowing your breathing to release so you can go a little bit further into that position, but aware of where you feel that tightness. Bring everything back to the horizontal. Refine that warrior two. There it is. And then straighten up through that front leg. Bring that ankle back around so you're in that lunge position. Take the hands down to the floor. Send that leg back to high plank and allow the knees to come down back into box shape. Nice. All right, team. Good stuff. Roll this over. Let's take your attention into those abs then. We're going to roll this over until you're lying on your back. Good. So I'll give you a moment just to find that position. You're going to bring the knees up into tabletop. You're going to engage those familiar core muscles that are just waiting to get a workout. Good. Perhaps you can find that intention of lifting the tailbone up off the floor just to deepen that abdominal work. Feel the head and shoulders up off the floor, lengthen the arms, tuck the chin. Set of 100s coming up. Are we in position? You can lengthen the legs if you want. Make sure you've got tension in those abs. All right, beating the arms up and down. We're doing a set of 100. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Allow the knees to come back to 90 degrees. Head and shoulders can come down. Arms go to the vertical. Reset the shoulders. Check the spine is in neutral. Keep the arms where they are. Single leg extensions to the horizontal. So kick out with that leg. Sweep that leg back through. Again, other side. Lengthen to the horizontal. Sweep it back through. Keep that movement going. But bring your awareness to how you're holding the whole body here. From the arms, which are vertical, through to the shoulders. Through the length of the spine. Aware of any tension that doesn't need to be there, but aware of that work through that midsection that supports and stabilizes the pelvis and allows those legs to move freely. I might take that into a, what do we call it, half bug. Lengthen one leg and the opposite arm, taking it back to that start position each time. You've got that awareness of how you're holding the body. that awareness to coordinate the movements. Let's take it back to your start position, lengthen the legs to the vertical now. There. Same thing, lower one leg and the opposite arm with complete control. One more on each side. Good, take the knees back to 90. Bring the fingertips, support the weight at the head. You need to take a little breather, you can drop the feet to the floor if you need to. And then peel the head and shoulders up off the floor. All right, ready for our textbook crisscross. So we're going to lengthen one leg, elbow to opposite knee, hold that position. There it is, head and shoulders lifted, torso rotated, elbows wide, one leg extended, one knee in tabletop. From there, try not to let anything else change. Extend that leg into a toe touch. Take it back, bring that knee back through. There's your start position. Ooh. Other side, lengthen, elbow to opposite knee, hold it there, elbows wide, shoulder blades down, one leg fully extended, one knee in tabletop, lengthen leg into toe touch, take it back down, knee comes in, relax everything down to the floor. Wow, that's intense when you do it so slowly and with such a focus. So you're going to go back into that position then. And perhaps in your own time, with whatever hold is right for you, let's see if we can work that movement of crisscross with that leg extension. So take it back up to that start position. Right, so doing this in whatever way is best for you. Take it away, crisscross with that leg extension. Bring it back. Good, so you can do this in your own time. Yeah, I think the slower you do this with the more focus you can put into this, yeah, the harder it is. So you might find that doing a few repetitions and then allowing the feet to come down is right for you. And to master the movement and the awareness required. One more on the other side. And then lower down. Oh, good. Right, staying with the abs, roll it over. We're going to take it into a low plank position. Guess I better use the timer for this. We're going to do a 1 minute low plank. I'm going to take it down into low plank position. Right, so we've got 1 minute here. Are we ready, team? Low plank position. 3, 2, 1, away you go. So having just definitely identified those abs on crisscross, see if you can bring that tension back into those core muscles and hold it there in plank position. Nice. And as ever, your awareness as to how you're holding your posture. We're 20 seconds in. Nice. So Friday morning, core, abs, mobility, flexibility. Or Friday morning, pancakes with maple syrup, yellow hair later on. Woohoo! Now that's sounding good. Unfortunately, I'm not working till 12 o'clock, at which point pancakes are off. Oh no, they're not. Pancakes on till 2. Yes. Oh, excitement. Right, there's 1 minute. Brilliant. Knees down, hips back, stretch it back into child's pose. Good stuff. All right, we're going to take it up now. You might want to grab a cushion for this. We're going to use that dumbbell that you hopefully have handy. If you don't have a hand weight handy, I guess you could do this without. We're going to go into that kneeling hip flexor with a single arm shoulder press. I find this just really effective, this one. Yeah, you're getting that shoulder workout, tricep workout, but for working those core muscles that you've just identified and just worked through a single arm shoulder exercise like this, really effective. So you're going to be in here, shoulder press movement, and let's do this for reps. Let's do 10 reps on each side. So grab your hand weight, take it up to that hip flexor stretch position. Feel that grounding you have in that kneeling position. Shoulder blades down. Take it up to that start position there. And again, feel that stability, that groundedness in that position. Ready for 10 reps? Push up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Carefully down. Switch sides. And that hip flexor stretch first. Good. Reset the shoulders. Gather up your dumbbell. And that starts position. Overemphasize your awareness here. So shoulder blades down, spine in neutral, hips aligned. Ready. Push up high for shoulder press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down. Right, switch it over again. Second set on each side. Right, so you know the setup now. So set yourself up. Second set, 10 reps. Ready. Here we go. Push up high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. Okay, are we set? Ready. Push high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And place it down. Right, push yourselves up onto your feet. Single leg, single arm, curl. Take your dumbbell again. So taking it onto a single leg balance. I'm going to go dumbbell in right hand, left knee goes up into knee lift. You're in here in this knee lift position. Get your balance, reset your shoulders. Right, so this is going to bring a little bit of asymmetry to this movement, as well as working the arm. We're going to curl up for a single arm curl and down. So 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, set up strong. Knee lift, stand tall, shoulder blades down, curl it up and down. 2, 3, 4, shoulders level. 5, 6, 7, no slouching. 8, 9, 10. Right, same again. Or we do a kick out at the same time. I don't know if that's going to work. So stand tall. So bicep curl with a kick out at the same time. Curl and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Right, I only want you to do that if you can do that curl and the kick with just as much focus and just the same alignment as you would do if you were doing those individually. So doing the curl just as you would do here, doing the kick just as you would do with nothing else moving. All right, set 10. Ready? Here we go. Kick out, curl up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down, dumbbell down. Dumbbell down. All right. We're going to go back into a 1 minute interval here. Press ups. 1 minute, maximum reps. All right. So you can do press ups how you like. You can do that small movement at the top. You can do them on your knees. You can do them full range of movement. Whatever version of a press up is right for you. Team, get yourself set up. I'm going to time you 1 minute, and I just want you to squeeze in as much work as you can in 1 minute. That's it. Simple. Set up strong. Press ups coming up. Time is 9:28, so this is going to be your last interval of work. Are you ready, team? Finishing with 1 minute press ups. 3, 2, 1, go. So you've got 1 minute here. Choosing your version of press ups. "15 seconds in." About the alignment that you're reinforcing as you do this movement. The posture that you're reinforcing here. Halfway. "15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Stretch it back into child's pose. Well done. Good. Lengthen those arms. Nice. Take it back through into a hip flexor. Reach the arms up. Perhaps even drop one hand down behind the back into that tricep stretch. That might feel good, or you might just want to keep stretching it up high in that hip flexor stretch as well. And then quickly switch knees into that hip flexor stretch. Good. And then take it back up to the feet. We're at 9:30. Exactly. Right. Shake out the arms. Shake out the legs. Nice work, team. So we started out with that mobility, hopefully loosening up through the legs, hips, through the length of the back, into abs, and then a little bit for the arms and shoulders there at the end. Hope you're feeling that in a good way. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back in the gym on Monday. See you there.